Here we go. Jesus. Take two. Today, we are going to be using Ralph inside Claude Code. We are going to be building an entire project from beginning to end using Ralph. We're going to find out, is it a fad? Is it a trend? Are people just talking about it to get a couple clicks? Or is this the real deal? We're going to build an entire project out. We're going to learn how to use it and all that. I've been using Ralph as a plugin to Claude Code. I'm seeing purists on X going, no, that's not the way to do it. You don't use the plugin. So today we're going to learn the real way, the way the hackers are doing it. We're going to implement it. We're going to use it. It's going to be great. I am pulling up a guide right now on my other monitor that will walk us through using it, and it is going to be a good time. We're going to build a full project out. Full project. I brought up a Medium article. It says you need to log in to see the article. I log in to see the article. Then it says you have to pay to see the article. You should not have forced me to make an account just so you can say there's a paywall. You tell me there's a paywall first. Any website that does that should be torn off the internet forever. Come on, Medium. Never. I can tell you right now, I'm never going to another Medium article for the rest of my life. It says to view this article, you have to log in. Then you log in. It says to view this article, you have to pay. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, let's figure out how to use Ralph the real way. We're going to build a project management app using Ralph. It's going to be an advanced one. It's going to be a crazy one. I got some good ideas here. I want to use the Ralph Wiggum technique inside of Claude Code. Walk me through doing this. Not the plugin, the real way the original owner wants us to do it. Here we go. See, I see this article, although I think I got it right here. Ralph Wiggum's a technique in its purest form is embarrassingly simple. That's it. And then it says you have to pay for this. Get out of here, Medium. Get out of here. I echo your thoughts. Everybody liked the live stream. That's what I'm talking about, Llama Mama. Let me put the comments on the stage of the Twitch community. You can see what all the YouTubers are saying. Idiots killed something beautiful. I mean, that's how they do it. They give you something free, and then they kill it by putting paywalls and ads all over the place. Paste the link of the article into ChatGPT. Wait, can I just do this? Can I just say this? Summarize this article and it'll tell me everything in this article, even though it's paywalled. Will this work? I see all these tweets on X that are like, no one uses Atlas anymore. I use Atlas for everything. It's my daily driver. Here are the core themes and takeaways. Loop speed prompt. Okay. People are using it surprisingly seriously. Okay. The real bottleneck isn't code. Okay. We're learning this together now. We're learning this together, how to use it. Then we're going to build it together. So bear with me here. All right. All right. Shut up. Okay. I have Claude Code open. How do I use it? Here we go. Some V81, new member. Although I thought you were a member before. Welcome to the FinFam. Thank you very much. It will show you the content of the article. Thank God. Get the paywalls off all articles, except for my paid Substack. Keep the paywall there. But every other article, get rid of it. Start with a concrete outcome, not a task. Okay, so I think we need to build a PRD, right? I think we need to build a PRD. The goal is, the Claude Code works best when the goal is binary. Done or not done. Success can be checked. Examples, all tests passed, the file no longer exists. Tell it what it's allowed. Okay. Give it context once, not continuously. Use a single type instruction. Now issue one command. Implement pagination requirements. Success criteria. Do not stop until all. This is it. Do not overprompt. Let it run. So is that, but no, isn't there like a while loop? He's the original owner intended Ralph Wiggum workflow, a dumb bash loop that repeatedly starts a fresh Claude Code run while state persists on disk via a small set of files. Yes, this is what it was, not this stupid article. Everyone thinks they know what the hell they're talking about. No one knows what the hell. You have to build it into a PRD. Did that fairly detailed PRD. All right, we're going to build a PRD. Inside your repo, keep these files, specs, requirements, split into small topic files, implementation plan, the living list, markdown, operational command, how to build testlint in the repo, prompt, the instructions Claude reads every single prompt iteration. Loop, the actual while loop that keeps restarting Claude. This matches core mechanic while. Okay. Oh, the GitHub. Thank you for the link, ChatGPT. Here it is. How to Ralph Wiggum. This is the guy. This is the guy. That's the guy right there. Geoffrey Huntley. That's the guy. December 2020, bailed Ralph's powerful dumb. All right, here we go. Workflow. All right, 3 phases, 2 prompts, 1 loop. Phase 1, define requirements. Discuss project ideas, identify jobs to be done. All right, we got to identify the jobs to be done. Break individual jobs. Okay. Into topics of concern. Use subagent to load into you. All right, so we're just going to use this chat because it seems like this chat knows what it's talking about. If you want to paste this into your repo as is, if you tell me the repo stack, I want to build. Oh, let's get rid of this comment off the screen so you can see what I'm typing here. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You have to build into. All right, we're going to build a PRD right now for this Ralph Wiggum loop. I just built a PRD with Claude half an hour ago. All right. There's a video of a guy doing it for a project from the start. I'm not going to do a YouTube where we watch some other guy's video. Should we do that? Should we load up some other guy's video? We're just going to do chat. I want to build a project from scratch using Next.js. If I describe to you my project, will you build all the documentation I need and set and guide me through building the project and running the Ralph loop? Here we go. Watch YouTube. I'll watch YouTube. We're not going to watch YouTube. We're going to talk. This is what I want to do. I want to show you guys how to learn new things. So I'm going to learn the new things in front of you, and we're all going to learn together. And it's going to be a blast. Everyone leave a like down below if you like learning new things. Like down below. If you describe the project, I'll produce the fully Ralph-ready doc pack and step-by-step build path for a Next.js repo. Okay. And guide you through scaffolding the next app, setting up the lint, configuring the environment variables, and running a loop in a way that doesn't spiral. What I need from you, paste as bullets. Short is fine. What are we building? 1 to 2 sentence description. All right, here we go. Here's what we're going to build. Here's what we're going to build. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what we're doing here. All right, here's what we're going to build. I want to build an AI-first vibe coding project management tool. Almost like a Kanban board where you put in tasks for a vibe coded project. Then the cards in the board generate prompts and you can hit a button and it starts building the app out for you. We can use the Vercel open source vibe coding AI agent app for this. For the app building. Okay. Number 2, core user flow. What does a user do end to end? They enter in tasks for a project. Then they can hit start on tasks and the AI agent starts building out the app. It can connect to a local repo and edit that repo. It sounds like this is like a good idea for an app, right? Number 3, auth, none to start with. Number 4, database, Supabase for database. Number 5, payments, none. Number 6, UI stack, ShadCN. I was going to say ShadCN. 7, deployment target, Vercel. 8, anything must have for V1, a really beautiful front end with clean aesthetic and good Kanban board options with the AI building functionality. Drop that immediately generated doc pack. Okay, here we go. We're sending it. Subsy created a Ralph TUI for a Ralph Wiggum where it takes you step by step and you can create it. Is there more to this comment? Arun Arun Dinakar, 2582. I bet it will be purple with black. I pray to God it isn't. She Ralph on my Wiggum till I sloppus. Says burp J2F. What the hell are you talking about? It's a Wednesday at 11 a.m. What the hell are you talking about? Thanks, Arun. I want to do this the old-fashioned way, Arun. I don't want the GUI. I don't want any of that. I don't want the terminal user interface. I want to do it the old-fashioned way, the way Ralph Wiggum, the original Ralph Wiggum, intended me to use Ralph Wiggum. Okay? Here we go. Yep, here's a Ralph Ready starter pack. Exact actually has scaffold steps for your AI coding that can turn cam. Okay, one important truth up front. A Vercel hosted website cannot directly edit a local repo on someone's laptop. For local repo editing, you'll either need a GitHub integration or a local companion running on your, okay. Whatever. Repo scaffold. Nice to have. No, but this isn't how it works. I need to create 100 different documents to get this to work. There's no way this is how it works. There is no way I need to like, do I need to create 100 different documents to get this to work? Like I need to create a Supabase schema. Like I need to set up the database. I basically need to code the entire app myself to get it to work. It seems like the Claude Code plugin is just 10,000 times easier than this. What are we doing here? Repo scaffold. Next.js. So I need to create all these files and scaffold this entire GPT generated workflow for you. Yeah, like this is definitely like a GPT special where they're just making up what I have to do, right? This is just definitely like a GPT special going on here. 3 phases, 2 prompts, 1 loop. The diagram clear for me. Define requirements. Use Claude Code directly. Should we just go into Claude Code and say, hey, I want to do a Ralph Wiggum loop and it'll explain how to do it? There's no way I have to scaffold the entire app and create 20 different files to get this working. There's a 0% chance. We're all learning this together. We're all learning this together. I'm just going to open up Claude Code. Yes, please. Are you just going to Claude Code? And okay. New window. I'm going to open up Claude Code. I'm going to open up Claude Code. CD, make directory, Ralph, PM, make directory, new Ralph, CD, new Ralph, Claude. Copy the link to the repo. All right, let's do this. It's good. It's good to create PRD with 5.2, then go to Claude Code, I think. We're going to keep it simple for this one. We're just going to use Claude for everything. I don't feel like switching back and forth. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. I got Claude open. All right, so let me copy this. Let's copy Geoffrey Huntley's GitHub. Here we go. We're going to go plan mode here. I want to create an app using the Ralph Wiggum technique. In the original version, which can be found here. Please take a look at this. Then let me know what next steps are to build the project I have in mind. All right. We're figuring this out together. We're going to learn Ralph Wiggum together. We're going to learn it together. Here we go. I'll fetch a GitHub repo. All right, you do that, Claude Code. We're going to learn this the old-fashioned way. I learned about the Claude Code plugin. I made a video about the Claude Code plugin, and all the nerds on X like, no, that's not how you do it. You don't do it through the plugin. You do it the old-fashioned way, the way Geoffrey intended. Okay, that's fine. Let me get more details about the repository. All right, just look in the Look in it. Copy the GitHub Ralph repo. So copy the entire repo. All right, let's just see what it does here. Let's just see what it has to say here. What's up, Widget Flow? I see you replying to all my X posts now. Attaboy. Attaboy. She GUI on my terminal till I interface? What are you talking about, Burp? It's Wednesday at 11:19 a.m. and these are your replies to my live stream on Ralph Wiggum. Grow up. Get a grip. Get a grip. No, just link to the repo. Sorry, it always works for me. All right, here we go. It's going through it. Claude Code's going through it. We're going to build, I think there's going to be a sick app we're going to build today. I think there's going to be a sick app. An AI project management app builds out your app for you. It's almost like a Ralph Wiggum in a way type loop. It's 2 p.m. Okay, so 2 p.m. is an appropriate time to say those comments. 2 p.m. At least wait for Friday at like 7 p.m. Not a Wednesday at 11:20 a.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern. Too much opus. Yeah, he's got one shot. He got one shot by the AI. I'm curious. Have any of you guys Ralph looped, Ralph Wiggumed? Have any of you guys Ralph Wiggumed? Let me know in the replies. Or if you're watching the replay, put it in the replies down below. If you're watching live, put it in the chat section. Key principles. All right, here we go. I now have a comprehensive understanding of Ralph Wiggum. An autonomous AI development loop where Claude iteratively implements tasks one at a time, committing after each other, then restarts with fresh context. Okay? Key principles. One task per iteration, specification drive planning, tests, runs in sandbox environment. For security, we're not going to do that. Let's Ralph run. Trust the loop to self-correct. Now I need to understand your project to help you set this up. I have a few questions. What kind of app do you want to build? We want to do web application. All right. Does anyone give GPT your pro? What does that mean? Is that English? Yes, but keep an eye. It will go wild sometimes, creating its own file system. What is the purpose of this? Okay, well, let's just... I want to... Oh, I'll just copy and paste it from the last chat. Let's see. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Next.js. Send. Here we go. I tried last night, but got hit with a bunch of errors on Ralph's end. Listen, this is the most hyped thing going on right now, Ralph Wiggum. Everyone's talking about it. I've been saying this since day one. Which Vercel open source AI agent you're referring to? They have a Vercel AI agent app builder. They have an open source app builder. I probably favorited it. Is it Vercel Agent Suite API development tools? No, it's not Vercel Agent. Build your own AI app builder with V0 platform API. They have... Do we just use the V0 API? The owner of Vercel released an open source like cursor a couple months ago. What's his name? CEO of Vercel. What's his name? Guillermo? Was it Guillermo? Yeah, Guillermo Rausch. All right, let me search. Guillermo. I definitely bookmarked it. We shipped an open source vibe coding platform. Found it. Here we go. Here is the open source platform. I found it. All right. What should the app connect to repositories for code editing? Local file system, GitHub, both options. Let's just do both options. Why not? Should users no auth needed? Submit. This is why I love Claude Code. It asks all the right questions. It asks all the right questions. It asks all the right questions. People say, oh, I used Codex yesterday because everyone's talking about how 5.2 extra high C++ is the best Codex ever. I'm telling you, I was like one message into Codex and I knew it wasn't as good as Claude Code. Like I said, give me a plan to build this out. And it wrote some plan that like just, I'm sure it made sense. It was just like wildly hard to read. The plan was just wildly hard to read. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was very technical. It was like, and I'm like a technical guy. I studied computer science. I was a developer for years. I managed developers, but it was like, I just felt like I was like doing chores reading the plan. Like I felt like I was like back in my computer science class reading the plan that Codex built. But when I make plans with Claude Code, it's just like enjoyable. It's just enjoyable reading the plans. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something about talking to Claude Code that's just very enjoyable. From the structure of the plans to the readability, to the font, to the way the text is structured, to the way it describes things, just the way it talks. It's just like enjoyable to talk to. The working directory is empty. This is a greenfield project. Now a complete picture. The working, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And then I talk to Codex and it's like, I don't know. I'm talking to like some dinosaur, like some just like, there's something about the vibes. And I don't know, maybe that sounds crazy. Maybe like the hardcore AI tech nerds in the live stream right now are like, oh, well, you know, learn the code, loser, learn the code. And it's like, that's just like not how it works. 98% of people are never going to learn how to code. They want to learn how to use these tools without being gatekept by learning every minute technical detail. And like, I'm technical, but like even I'm not trying to feel like I'm reading a textbook as I'm building my app. Like that's what it feels like when I'm using Codex. When I use Claude Code, it just like, I don't know, it just makes sense. It's just easy. It's just easy. Claude Code is just easy. Claude Code's enjoyable. I am missing it when I go out. Sometimes I miss it when I sleep. Has anyone used or heard of ClaudeBot? Have you guys seen this while Claude's building here? ClaudeBot. It's like a new plugin that can control your computer and do things. And people are buying like Mac Minis in order to use ClaudeBot. I'm thinking about buying a Mac Mini just so I can try this out. Should I do it? Sorry, does anyone give GPT your completed project overviews and see what other project ideas it Oh, I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I'll do that with GPT when I'm in between steps and like Claude's building something out for like 20 minutes. I pull open GPT, I pull open Codex, I pull open another Claude Code, and I like bounce ideas back and forth. I call it my co-pilot CEO. You should 100% be doing that. I am Polish, and Codex is like the Polish person, straight to the point. Is that how I describe it, straight to the point? I don't know. It just like when I graduated college with my comp sci degree and I went to work and I was like a junior developer and I went to like my first job and I had zero idea what I was doing. And I like asked for help from like the super senior dev. And he looked at me like I was a moron and tried to explain something to me, but he explained like the worst way possible. Like that's what I feel like my conversation with Codex is like a really senior developer who has zero interest in like explaining things to me clearly. That just wants to like, okay, here's what we're doing. You know, but Claude Code feels like a golden retriever. It feels like a golden retriever of AI agents that's very excited to tell me what it's going to do and goes and is very excited to do it. Is it the smartest dog in the world? No, but it's really excited to do it. Whenever you're around the golden retriever, it feels like joy. Yo, Alex, I vibe coded a website using Claude Code. It works, but it's buggy, and Opus keeps trying to fix it, but it's just adding more bugs. Should I launch anyway or fix the bugs? Well, you probably want to fix the bugs. You don't want to launch a broken product. Here's the issue. It's like if you launch a broken product, it's easy to get customers. It's very hard to get back churned customers. So if people buy your product and it's broken and they churn, it's going to be very hard to get them back because you've left a bad taste in their mouth. So I would make sure that your app's not broken. You know what I'm saying, dog? Claude Bot, I think the founder was on your buddy Ray Fernando's live. Was he? Did Ray have the Claude Bot guy? Who's the Claude Bot guy again? Ray Fernando. Ray's got to work on his ranking on YouTube. I even when I type Ray Fernando all the way, he's still not the first option. Did he have the guy? Let's see. Did Ray have the guy? Videos. Live. Did he have the guy? I'm not seeing it. I don't think he had the guy. He had Will I Am. Claude. No, he didn't have the guy. What are we talking about? He didn't have the guy. Back to Ralph Wiggum. All right, let's see what we got going on. Excellent. The plan has been produced, a comprehensive algorithm. Let me write the final plan to the plan file. Boom, look at this. It's got all the critical files. All right, let's see what we got here. Here's Claude's plan. Ralph board, AI can, a Kanban-based project management tool where the task automatically generate and click start an autonomous AI agent to build out the code, connects to local repos and GitHub. Okay, so okay, so so this isn't, let me get this comment off the screen. This isn't a Ralph application. I want to use Ralph to build this application. So using that original Git I sent you that explains how the Ralph loop works, set up that structure so we can run the Ralph loop to build this app. Do you get what I'm saying? Claudebot. In the spirit of Ralph Wiggum, I resubmitted my SE Wiggum edition of my app to Viber with updated info. Also spent my birthday at the 5th. Happy birthday, Ambitious Realism Creates. Get some happy birthdays in the chat for Ambitious Realism Creates. Ambitious Realism Creates is an OG, a FinFam OG, one of the GOATs. Is this doing it right? What's it doing here? I hope it's doing right. I hope I can figure this out. One of the GOATs, one of the OGs. Happy birthday, Ambitious Realism Creates. Happy birthdays in the chat for Ambitious Realism Creates. All right, let's see what we got here. Goal: set up the Ralph Wiggum technique infrastructure so Claude can autonomously build the AI Kanban board. Yes, now we're cooking here. Now we're cooking. Create loop, the orchestration script that runs Claude in a loop. Our operational guide contains build run commands, validate commands. All right. Detailed specification document, initialize Git repo. Steps, okay. Running the loop. Once set up, the user runs planning mode, generate task list, build verification. All right. Whatever. Here we go. I hope it works. If it doesn't work, let me give you, while this is going on, while this is building out here. Ralph Wiggum's the talk of the town. It's getting all the clicks across social media. It's getting all the clicks across YouTube. It's getting all the clicks. It's getting all the views. I get it. I'm not a believer. I think 6 months from now, nobody will be talking about this. I think 6 months from now, 0 people on the internet will be talking about this. I'm going to be honest. I think it's still worth learning. You want to learn as much as you can. You want to absorb as much as you can. You want to stick around this video and hit like down below and hit subscribe and turn on notifications as much as you can. But I'm going to be honest. I don't think this is going to be a thing. I don't think it's going to be a thing for a number of reasons. One, because I don't think it's as good as people are making it out to be. That's number one. Number two, I just think Claude Code will get so good that there's no point in having Ralph Wiggum because it's so good and can build anything autonomously as long as you want. I just think of how good Opus 4.5 is. Think of how good Opus 5 will be. Think of how good Opus 5 will be. You know what I'm saying, dog? I tried Gemini, failed for 5 days. I tried Codex, nothing as good as Claude. It isn't. I'm automatically suspicious of anyone who goes on Twitter and says, oh, this is better than Claude Code. This is better than Claude Code. Codex is better than Claude Code. AI Google Studio is better than Claude Code. It's like, what are you talking about? No, it's not. I think not only is it not, but I also think it's painfully obvious that none of these other tools are remotely close to Claude Code. Is that crazy? I don't think any other tool, I don't think it's up for debate. I don't think any other tool is remotely as good as Claude Code. I never studied computer science. All I've learned is from your cursor videos. But I mean, a majority of people haven't studied computer science, right? The people who go in my reply section on my videos are like, oh, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. It's like, bro, I'm learning things and then I'm showing people what I learned. That's my entire content strategy. And if you don't want me showing other people what I learn as I learn it, you're just a gatekeeper, right? There's so many tech nerds who they're like, I've been a developer for 45 years. You're explaining this bad. You shouldn't tell people this. This is bad. You shouldn't do this. Bad, bad, bad. It's like, shut up. Don't let anyone ever gatekeep you from learning anything. You can learn anything you want. If you're watching this, you can learn anything you want. You can do anything you want. You have 18 months left until there's a permanent underclass. You have 18 months left to escape the permanent underclass. Do whatever you can for the next 18 months. Learn as much as you can, build as much as you can, ship as much as you can, record as much as you can, tweet as much as you can, maximize everything you possibly can. You have 18 months left till there's a permanent underclass. Once Opus 5 comes out, then you're going to be able to build anything you want in one prompt in 10 seconds. Then the race begins. Once Opus 5 comes out, the race begins to escape the permanent underclass because now anyone is capable of anything they want in seconds like that. That's when the timer starts. We're probably 6 months away from Opus 5. Then you have a year of people building anything they want before we reach the singularity and you're in the permanent underclass if you haven't escaped yet. So don't let anyone on Twitter tell you, oh, you can't learn this. Oh, you're doing this the wrong way. Oh, you're an idiot. Sit this one out. Leave this to the tech guys. Leave this to the guys who know what they're doing. Shut up. Tell them to shut up. Tell them to shove it up their ass. Okay? You have 18 months left until the permanent underclass is a thing. Escape. Buy as many assets as you possibly can. Get in the stock market. Buy as many, not financial advice, but the most important financial advice you'll ever get in your entire life. Buy assets. They're printing money. They're printing money. You have 18 months. Use Claude Code as much as you can. Get the $200 version of Claude Code and use it as much as you can. Claude Code's enjoyable. I'm missing it when I go out. Sometimes I miss... Oh, I read that one already. How did I get that reversed on... ClaudeBot. Yeah, ClaudeBot. Your average tech bro, it was on a live with Ray last days. He was walking around SF the other day, and I ran into him, I believe, and the founder of another company. You ran into Ray, walk around SF? I saw his live stream. Make an agent to make a PRD for Ralph. I think that's what I just did. Did I not? Claude just did this for me. Claude just did this for me. Matan Grinberg, too, was on his live. Matan just replied to one of my tweets. There you go. There you go. Ambitious Realism Creates. I don't know if I did it correct, but I had to set dangerously skip permissions when I tried this. I think it may be needed, but not sure. My guess is you probably want to do it because then you got to, I think the idea of the Ralph loop is it goes without you having to pay attention. But here's the thing. I like paying attention. Is that crazy? Like, I don't want to set it and forget it. I want to pay attention. I enjoy the process of building it out. Is that crazy? Or is that like boomer me? Is that a boomer thing for me to say? Apparently, it's best in long, complex workflows. Well, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Whatever is worthwhile from Ralph will eventually be building into all the coding harness. Yeah, I think if you don't think Claude Code will be able to run autonomously for 5 days straight and it's like next release, you're crazy. No one will be talking about Ralph Wiggum in 6 months. Nobody. In 6 months, we will have 5.5, Sonnet 4.9, Gemini 4, and Cursor v3. It took like 9 months to go from Gemini 2 to Gemini 3 or 2.5 to 3. So I don't know about Gemini 4. Cursor v3, the Cursor squad was teasing on Twitter yesterday. Game asset generation in Cursor soon. That would be sick. That would get me back to Cursor. If they do that, if they make it super easy to generate assets for games inside Cursor, I'd be back. Not for everything, but for building games. I want to build games inside Cursor. Hope your Patriots win. Let's go. Sunday noon Pacific. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're going to the Super Bowl. Jared Stidham, get out of here. Opus 5 next Christmas. You think next Christmas? You think it's going to take a full year to get to Opus 5? No way. No way. Because I think we just entered in the recursive part of AI. I think we just entered in where now a vast majority of the code these AI companies are making is AI generated. And so what that means is like now the AI is working on itself and it's starting to get a little recursive. And so I think the rate of improvement is going to be exponential moving forward. I think we've entered the exponential phase. I think we're now in the exponential phase, hockey stick up phase. So I don't think it's going to be a full year at Opus 5. I think you need to start scrunching down all the timelines, right? If Opus 4.5 took a year, Opus 5 is going to take 6 months. It's starting to get exponential. It's starting to get freaky. I think we get Opus 5 by June. And I think we get insane Claude Code updates all the way up there. What are we doing here? Okay. Claude's writing all the files you need for Ralph Wiggum. Now it's initializing the GitHub. Not that it matters, but he did have someone who set up his Claude bot. He helped build it. I can link it later if you want to see that part. What Ray did? Ray set up a Claude bot? Do I gotta text Ray right now that he set up a Claude bot? I don't get the Ralph hype at all. I said it a few streams ago. If you are sloppy building now, what's the point of having a loop? Am I the only one who like never thought Claude Code doesn't work long enough? Like whatever I tell Claude to build, it builds it. I've never once like told Claude to build something and it was like, I wish this worked longer. I don't know, it just builds everything I need. Is that crazy? I've never felt like a hankering for Ralph Wiggum, for a Ralph Wiggum loop. I always like I like the way Claude Code works. It's crazy how on X so many people say Grok is the best when in reality it's barely usable, says Simon. Well, X is fake. X is fake life for a million different reasons. You have 3 different groups of people on X. Here's the 3 different groups of people on X, Simon. You have the people just trying to get noticed by Elon Musk, right? Which is like 50% of the platform. 50% of X is just people trying to get noticed by Elon. And so they reply to every Elon tweet. Everything Elon releases is the best, which for the record, I do believe a lot of what Elon releases is the best for the record. And I'm not one of those clout chasers trying to get noticed by Elon. For the record, I do think almost everything Elon releases is the best, but not everything. I'm a realist. And so 50% X is just people, everything Elon touches. Oh, that's the best thing ever. It's the greatest thing ever. That's the most incredible thing ever. Grok. Oh, Grok hasn't been updated in 7 months, but it's the best thing ever. It's better than Claude 4.5, right? You got people, I tweet Claude Code's the best. I get 20 people in the replies. No, Grok is better. Grok can write better code. And it's like, the people at XAI aren't even using Grok to code. They're using Claude. What are we talking about? So you have the people who have no idea what they're talking about, who just say everything Elon does the best. So that's a third of the people on X. They're literally just trying to get a retweet, right? They're literally just trying to get an Elon retweet so that they can get followers. I respect the hustle. Good luck to you. Then you have the third of X, AIX, who are like paid shills, like undisclosed paid shills. And this is like the people, like when Codex 5.2 came out a few days ago, who like vague posted, oh, Codex 5.2 dominates Claude Code. A lot of those people were getting paid to say that. I'm just gonna go out there and say it. A lot of those people were getting paid to say it. A lot of those people had zero honesty behind that. They knew Claude was better, and they said it anyway because either they're getting paid or they work for a company where it monetarily benefits them to say that. So say you're a coding harness. I won't say any names, but say you're a coding harness named Bursar, right? And say the most popular coding model in the world, Claude Opus, is extremely expensive to run and destroys your margins, destroys Bursar's margins. And then OpenAI comes out with a model called Codex 5.2, not quite as good as Opus 4.5, but it's significantly cheaper. Well, it would behoove you to say, oh, everyone use Codex 5.2, use Codex 5.2. It's the best, even though you don't believe it's the best, but you say it anyway, because it's now going to save you a lot of more money on your subscriptions that your users have, because margins are a lot higher on Codex 5.2, right? So that's the other third of X. So your first third is just people trying to get an Elon retweet. Your second third is undisclosed shills of people just lying about what they believe in, either because they're getting paid to lie or they work for a company where it's monetarily beneficial for them to lie and say 5.2 is better. And then you have your final third of people on Twitter, which are just like people like me that just tell it like it is, that have their actual opinion and just share their opinion and have no allegiances to any of these companies, are not getting paid by any of these companies. No one from any of these companies even follow you. Like, I don't care. I just say what I feel. I think Claude Code's the best. I think Opus 4.5 is the greatest coding model of all time. I think ChatGPT 5.2 thinking is the best chatting model of all time. I think every Google media AI model is the best media model of all time. I have no allegiances. I just say the truth. So that's what the story of X is. You have your three groups. So whenever you see a tweet or reply on X, think to yourself, what group does this person fall in? Are they telling their actual truth? Are they just trying to get an Elon Musk retweet? Or are they potentially doing an undisclosed shill for monetary benefits? The amazing thing about like having my own SaaS out there that's paying all my bills is like, I don't need sponsorship money. I don't need to take the money to do undisclosed shills. I don't need it. I get offered like $10,000 to do dedicated videos to review AI models you've never heard of, and I don't take it because I just don't need to. If a company offers me money to review their product and it fits into like my brand, I'll review it and I'll tell the truth. If it stinks, I'll tell it stinks. But I just don't need to do undisclosed shills and ruin my reputation. I don't need to like hire bots to like retweet my stuff to make my content look better. There's a lot of AI creators out there that have created networks of retweeters for their company and for themselves. Networks of like accounts in like India where their location says San Francisco or Palo Alto, but they're just retweeting all their stuff. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. Their bio says like senior researcher at top AI company. And they just have like 20 of these accounts retweeting all their stuff. It's all fake. It's all phony. Watch out for that. Where are we at here? Okay, we got to make all the directories. We're doing the Ralph Wiggum loop. We're doing the Ralph Wiggum loop. Not sure, but I use Claude Code the most. How do you measure better? Is Claude Code better for every use case? I don't know. I haven't found any use cases that like other ones are better at, to be honest. I enjoy it the most. I use the other tools. I build apps with the other tools. I always come back to Claude Code because I just enjoy using it the most. But you sometimes oversell, I guess, like making an app in 15 minutes. I sometimes oversell by saying you can make an app in 15 minutes. I have videos where I say you can make apps in 15 minutes, then I make a to-do list app in 15 minutes. What am I overselling? I tell the truth. You can make a to-do list app in 15 minutes. And here's the thing. There's differences between lying in order to get monetary gain and motivating by framing things as easy. There's a slight difference here. I'm trying to choose my words right. If I go to someone, say you have a friend, and you know vibe coding can change their life, and you know they can build apps that will change their life, and you know they can make tons of money and make a better life for themselves, what do you think will give them a better chance of getting into vibe coding? If you go up to them and say, hey, I want you to do something, but it's incredibly technical, it's going to frustrate the hell out of you, you're not going to enjoy it, you have a 95% chance of quitting. It's going to take you hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of your life. You're going to have to stop hanging out with your friends. Do you want to do it? They're probably going to say no. Now, if I go up to them and say, hey, there's this revolutionary technology called vibe coding, and if you just get started now and spend 15 minutes doing it, I promise you'll change your life. You'll learn a new skill and you'll get addicted and you'll want to do it more and more and more. And it might be challenging at first, but it's going to get a lot easier. And you can build a starter app in like 15 minutes, right? Which one of those two pitches, Black Swan, do you think has a better chance of getting them to start vibe coding? The one where you're like brutally honest, giving every disgusting detail, or the one where you frame it in a way where it feels achievable and awesome? If you want people to do it, and I don't think it's lying. I don't think the second framing is lying. I just think it's a more digestible frame for vibe coding. So I don't think that's overselling. I think it's framing it in a way that motivates people to try something new and better their life. NPM install. Okay. Is this Ralph Wigguming? What are we doing here? We're still setting up the Ralph Wiggum loop here. Thank you, bro. You helped me a lot. I have my first 2 clients. I'm down for making 10K a month this month from building websites. Really perfect. Thank you for OP Bros automation. Black Swan. Me overselling, making an app in 15 minutes, got OP, literally the next comment after you. Literally the next comment right after yours. OP Bros automation. Because of my overselling, building an app in 15 minutes, this guy has 2 clients making $10,000 a month and his life is totally changed. So you tell me, should I stop, quote unquote, overselling the 15-minute vibe coding, or should I keep going and keep changing OP Bros' life? Do you think OP Bros pissed at me that I said, hey, you can build an app in 15 minutes? Or do you think he's effing pumped because it motivated him to just start, to just get it going, and now he has 2 clients and making $10,000 a month? So instead of gatekeeping people, Black Swan, oh, you're overselling. Don't tell people they can vibe code in 15 minutes. Instead of gatekeeping, let's spread the love and show others they can do things like OP Bros is doing, automation. I don't want the negativity. We're positivity. We got 18 months to escape the underclass. Let's get some positivity in here and get people vibe coding. I don't want this Black Swan. 15 minutes. Nah. Shut up. More OP Bros, less Black Swans. With AI, you can learn anything and you want everything. Spend more time planning in Claude Code and you'll be so much better off. I asked Claude Ask User question tool, and it's a lot of questions, but it works. I completely agree. And that's why I like Claude Code so much. The planning mode's excellent. The planning mode's so good. Maybe a little less time spent on Alex's lives. Ha ha ha. No, more time spent on my lives. What are you talking about? I'm here because I dig your content, not Ralph per se. To be honest, I'm way more excited with what I'm seeing in my Claude Code sessions. All right, thanks. I think that's a compliment. Do we know when Opus 5 is coming? I'd be surprised if there's no new models for that long. It's going to come. 6 months. 6 months. Pat's going to win the Super Bowl. I 100% agree. All right. So I think it's committing the structure for the Ralph loop. I'm 9 minutes behind, catching up on 2x speed. I'm like the old guard at work versus golden retriever. I like the old guard at work versus golden retriever analogy. Make that a short maybe. Who's up for playing fetch? Good boy. I tried the shorts game for a little bit. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it. I don't enjoy making shorts. Is that crazy? I enjoy making 15-minute videos way more than I like making 30-second videos. Is that weird? If the plan is really big, Opus sometimes do tend to skip stuff. And no offense, Black Swan. I didn't mean to offend you, Black Swan. You just got me. You just reminded me of every time I post a video, I get 4,000 replies in the video. They're like, oh, that's not that easy. So it was more targeted at those people than you, Black Swan. I didn't mean to attack you. Watching Claude Code build is like staring into the Matrix. Rye Rub is, yeah, I like it. I like watching Claude work. All right, here we go. Ralph Loop infrastructure is now complete. Here's what we created. Next steps, generate the implementation plan. All right, let's do the next step. So the next step, we're going to run this. It's going to run Ralph Loop in planning mode. I'm going to hit yes. Ralph Loop, max iterations 10, iteration 1. Running Claude with prompt plan. Okay, it's doing it. We're going. Apparently, GPT 5.3 Garlic is kind of, I'm pumped. I'm bullish. I'm a big fan of ChatGPT. For straight up chatting, I think ChatGPT 5.2 thinking is the best chatting model. So we're Ralph Wigguming. Is get shit done worth it for new Claude? What are you talking about, Ralph? I don't know. Same, Ruben, until it gets live and it sounds like they're speaking slow-mo. These tools excel on different frameworks. Codex is great. What a way to spell great there, Conrad. For React native mobile apps, and Claude's amazing for mobile apps. I don't know about Codex, but GPT 5.2 thinking is a good model for many tasks. Someone just solved problem. Yeah, I think 5.2 thinking is excellent and very underrated for chatting and like problem solving and brainstorming. LOL, I'm joining late with the Medium article. LOL would have said, send it to me. I would have sent you the article, says Nicole Finitari. Whatever. I don't care. Claude, explain it to me. We don't need paywall articles. Get him out of here. Claude's explaining it to me. What did I miss? Oh, I had to take a business call. I saw the first 2 minutes. We're Ralph and now like a boss? That's good insight. What is your opinion on the new emergent app builder platform that's taking the market by storm? What's emergent app builder? Emergent app builder. I don't know what that is. Is it literally called emergent? Build full stack web and mobile apps in minutes. I don't know. I'm on the website. It's not explaining to me what makes it different than anything else. So how is it different from other? Unlike traditional no-code tools that require learning drag and drop interfaces, Emergent works through natural conversation. I mean, that's not remotely true at all. I'm on Emergent's website, and there's a FAQ that says what makes it different from other no-code platforms. And it says, unlike traditional no-code tools that require learning drag and drop, what no-code tools require drag and drop interfaces? That's just a straight up lie. It literally just made up something to say that we're different. Do you use speech to text tool like Whisper when vibe coding? Banned from the chat. Have you ever shared an open source project on GitHub? I had someone submit a PR to one of my projects for the first time, and it was pretty awesome. A couple. Nothing serious, though. Nothing serious. The amount of energy Swan spends judging what you do every yeah, I mean, what's crazy is there's like 100 black swans on everything I do. Everything. Every tweet, every video, there are 100 black swans. Like, actually, you don't want to do it this way. Actually, that's not the best way to do it. Actually, you might have gained 100,000 followers that have started businesses and made tons of money off this, but you're wrong. It's a YouTube thing. Ryle Brown is most annoying with it. I cloned a $1.2 billion app in 30 minutes. No, you copied the look. You didn't build back-end security and marketing. That guy blocked me. That guy blocked me, like, across all of social media. I discovered him like a year and a half ago on YouTube. I'm like, oh, this is a pretty good video. And I follow him on X. I check back a day later. He blocks me. And then he not only blocked me, he blocked me in like all of his business accounts across the board. I don't know what I did. 50 Cent meme. What do you say fuck me for? I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty nice guy. Never said a word to him in my entire life. I hit follow, a day later I'm blocked across every single platform. This game's a crazy game, man. This internet game, dude, it's a crazy game. It drives people nuts. Makes people bitter and weird. I don't know. I try to be nice to everyone I talk to. Everyone I've met, Ray Fernando, amazing, brilliant guy. I've talked to many other people in the game. They're all very nice. I met what's his name? Matthew Berman. Met him in real life. Amazing guy. Really nice guy. I try to be nice to everyone. No point being mean. Follow that guy, blocked. Just blocked everywhere. What'd you say fuck me for? Try to be a nice guy. I feel like I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy, right? True. Vibe coding feels like you are the operator from Matrix. Alex, I didn't get you. I thought you were being performative on X. Then I started using Claude. I think that's a compliment. ChatGPT 5.2 Codex is so good for PR reviews and full code base. I get that. I hear that a lot. Maybe I got to try using it more for that. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm all about simplicity. I'm just going to use whatever's best across everything. You know, I don't want to use 20 different models for 20 different things. Have you heard about OpenAI sunsetting their assistant? Well, let's see. How's Ralph Wiggum doing here? Is it Ralph Wigguming? Okay, planning complete. The implementation plan has 33 tasks organized by priority. Should we pop this open and look at the tasks? The plan has 4 phases: database, core UI, AI agent, polish. Can I look at these? Can I look at this plan? Is it in the Ralph folder? New Ralph. Let's see here. Data. Oh, there's a lot in here. Implementation plan. Is this it? I imagine it's going to be the implementation plan markdown file. All right, you guys want to see the implementation plan that Ralph created that's about to execute on? Implemented. It already implemented Next.js app, Tailwind, not implemented. Database, all API routes, all page, Kanban board, task management, AI agent system, log streaming repository. Priority task, critical. Set up database, add ID, create project server, create task server. Okay, so it's got all these tasks. All right. Should we run Ralph? Should we get the party started? We're an hour in. Should we get the party started? I feel like we've done a lot more work today than we typically do. All right, ready to start building. Run. Okay, run that for me. Here we go. Ralph Loop's about to start. What was the question? Have you heard about OpenAI sunsetting their assistant API in August of 2020? No, I haven't heard about that. Emergent is taking the market by storm. What's Emergent? I mean, that was definitely a paid shill reply in my comment section. 100%. There are no shortcuts to $1.2 billion apps. What? He has a video. What? I copied a $1.2 billion app. Well, he's a billionaire now, so he doesn't need to, I don't know, block me anymore, I guess. I don't know. Wow, I had a feeling it was him you were talking about. Ryle Brown has his mom as his manager 100%. What does that mean? Being humble is easier than being a hater. He said you got to block the competition so you don't steal his ideas. When you block people on X, it doesn't do anything. That's the crazy part is when you block people on X, it literally doesn't do anything. It just means like you can't like their posts anymore. I can still see everything. It's basically just a flip of the bird. Like I've never talked in my entire life. Block. Like all it is a flip of the bird. It used to mean something blocking on X. It used to be so you can't see anything. Now it literally doesn't do anything to block. It's just a flip of the bird. Never met the guy in my life. Alex, thank you for telling us about and how they hack and leak all the data. All these fake YouTubers made me fall for it again. Use that stupid hack. Thank you again. No problem. Alex, have you been using anti-gravity much lately? I play around with it here and there. I like the concept of it. I like where they're going. It's not there yet, though. It's not there yet, but I think it will get there. I think it's going to be very hard for Google to lose. I think it's going to be very hard for Google to lose the race here. They have a lot of money. That was a compliment. You've been right all along. Oh, okay. Thank you. You've got me deep down the Claude Code rabbit hole right now, and it's literally going to change all my workflows for the better, says Josh Gallant 70. You saw the latest video? I put out a Claude Cowork video yesterday, was it? Yesterday? It's a good one. If you guys haven't seen it yet, really good Claude Cowork video. My custom workflow I use on a daily basis. I built like an entire system, like an entire Claude.md file and a whole system for it. It's a really powerful tool, Claude Cowork. Is this running here, this Claude loop? I think it's running, right? I think it's running. But if he didn't do it, we wouldn't get the usual Swan C++ stream. I need enemies. I feel like I do need enemies. What's the best? It's the best way to motivate yourselves having enemies. What's the best way to conserve Claude tokens at $20 plan when trying to vibe code a full stack? You're in a tough place, Corey Munich 2833. You're in a tough place. The $20 plan, you're just not going to get much, man. You're just not going to. There really is no way around. I think spending time trying to optimize for the $20 plan is just bad. Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, Corey. Sell the guitar. I'm sure you're great at the guitar, and I'm sure you enjoy it. The guitar is not going to get you out of the permanent underclass. I'm just going to be honest with you. The guitar, when the singularity happens in the next 18 months, the guitar is not going to get you out of the permanent underclass. I just want to be straightforward. So I'd sell the guitar. I'd sell the guitar. What do you get? $100? That gets you 1 month of Claude Code Max, the $100 plan. That's going to build you the full scale app. You do everything you can to get like an app that makes you $200 a month, right? Here's your plan. Let me give you a step-by-step plan to get you out of the permanent underclass. Write this down, Corey. Get a pen and paper, write this down. I'm giving you step-by-step action plan for getting out of the permanent underclass right now. Step 1, sell your guitar, right? Make get it $100. If people won't pay $100 for that guitar, figure out services you can add on. Maybe give them a free lesson or something with the guitar. Boom, you got $100. You take that $100, you get Claude Code Max, the Claude Code Max plan, right? $100 plan. That'll allow you to build a full stack app. Your goal, the moment you sell that guitar for $100, the timer starts. You have 30 days. You have 30 days with Claude Code Max to make $200. That's your only goal. 30 days to make $200 with Claude Code Max, $100 plan. So you're building apps, you're tweeting, you're making YouTube videos. You find your $200 product market fit and you ship the app and you make $200. Now, boom, you can afford another month, but now you can afford the $200 plan, which gives you a lot more credits and tokens. So now you're on the $200 a month plan. Now you really go all in. Okay, you quit your job. You text all your friends and family members, hey, I'm not talking to you anymore until I find product market fit, right? If you got a girlfriend, dump her. If you got a boyfriend, dump him. And you spend every second of your day hitting that $200 plan, building whatever you can until you get product market fit. Your goal at this point is $2,000. $2,000 is now your goal. You keep shipping, you keep shipping, you keep shipping, you get it to $2,000. You now have a year of Claude Code, a year of Claude Code Max. And now you got a year. Now you got some buffer, right? And now you keep going until you find product market fit that gets you out of the permanent underclass. And there you go. So I just gave you the plan. There's your plan. I hope you wrote that down. If you missed it, watch the replay of this live stream. But there's your plan, Corey. Hope that was helpful. Come back anytime you need advice. You are a nice guy. Thank you. Why do you think we all watch you for hours just to listen to you talk? It's just, you're very honest. People are not used to seeing real YouTubers like you, my bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. OP Bros Automation. Listen, OP Bros. Typically, when people make money off my videos, they watch a video and they start a business and they start making 10K a month. I usually take 30% off the top, right? Usually I have kind of like an educator fee, an educator tax, where if you're making money off my videos, I take 30% right off the top. But for you, my man, because you wrote that nice comment, all the money's yours. All the money's yours. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's all yours, man. Good work. He tried to do the live stream, did one. It was a mess. Maybe jealous. Listen, I'm telling you right now. I think live streams are the future. Vibe coding live streams, I'm telling you. Vibe coding live streams, I think they're here to stay. I had the completely wrong Dan. Ignore. Dan Locke is the one I had in mind. We'll check out. Is Dan Locke the fitness influencer? You want another? No, that's a different guy. Who's the fitness guy? Dan. Is it Dan? There's a fitness guy. Man, this internet game, dude, is a sick place. It's a sick place. If you ever build a presence on social media, don't make friends with anybody. It's a sick place. You get the AI people, they just block you. You follow them, you haven't said a word to them in your life. You follow them, they block you. Then there's this other guy, he's like a fitness influencer. I like this fitness content. I follow him, he follows me back. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Seems like a nice guy. But really big. What's his Dan Locke? Dan something. Is it Dan something? He's a fitness influencer. Anyway, he's got a Twitter and a YouTube. I follow him. He follows me. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Cool guy. DMs me off the rip. I'm like, oh, wow. He goes, hey, man, love the content. I'm like, oh, thanks. I love your content too. A lot of helpful tips. He's like, cool. He's like, what are your fitness goals for this year? And I'm like, I don't know. Get big muscles. And he's like, okay, what weight you trying to get to? What this and that? What workouts you doing? What are your nutritional goals? And I'm like, literally like his third message to me. That's his third message to me. And I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. You're a random person on the internet. I don't feel like getting personal and telling you everything about my weight and what I'm doing and all that. I'm just going to be honest. And he goes, oh, okay. Unfollows me. It's a sick game, dude. This online game is a sick game. Like, clearly he was trying to sell me something, right? Clearly he was trying to sell me something. It's a sick game. Are you sharing this demo project Ralph set up? Do you want it? It is Ralphing, by the way. It's confirmed Ralphing. Let's check out the implementation plan. We have a confirmation that it's Ralphing. So here's the whole plan it built. It's actually awesome. It's actually an awesome plan. It actually is really well done. Completed tasks. So it's adding tasks to this completed task section. Set up database migrations and initialization completed. I wish I gave like an exact time and completed it. So created that, add ID generation utility. So we're doing things. It's doing things. I can't wait for the Gemini Siri integration. I'm not looking forward to anything more than that so I can create any Siri shortcut I want. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty shocking how bad it is. I have SIRI devices around my apartment, so I don't want to say that name too loud. It is pretty shocking how bad it is, huh? I'm not even necessarily bought in to the concept of AI assistants on phones, to be honest. I'm not even completely bought into that. You know what I pre-ordered? I pre-ordered the Razer. What's it called? The Razer's coming out with like a holograph AI assistant. Have you guys seen this? Razer holograph AI assistant. This thing. I pre-ordered this. I'm kind of bought in on this idea. So it's like this holograph, I don't know, what's the word? Little device you put on your desk next to your computer. I'm not going to do that. There's many options. I'm not doing like the anime waifu thing. It's not the one I'm going with. Don't worry. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not exactly in love with the male options either. Like, why do they all have to be like sexy options? They're all made by Grok, of course. So of course they're all going to be like sexy anime options. I'm probably just going to go like the kind of Razer logo because like I'm just not going to be caught dead with someone walking in my apartment and there's like a sexy waifu on my desk giving me advice. Can't be caught dead with that. So I'll probably just go with the Razer logo. Like I wish they just came out with like a normal friggin' like why can't they just have why does everything need to look like that? Why can't it just be like a normal looking human being? Why do they all have to like not be wearing pants? Why? Why do they all have to look like this? Why can't we just have normal looking AI assistants? Grok. What is going on? Anyway, I'm kind of bought into this concept though of having like a dedicated AI voice assistant that's kind of set up to have like a personality and is kind of anthropomorphized. You know what I'm saying? If I pronounce that correctly. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. It might be the first time I ever said that word out loud. Kind of bought into that concept. I'm not really bought into like Gemini or Siri on your phone. I'm not bought into that. I'm not bought into using your phone more. I don't think the phone is the next version. I don't think the phone's the next version. I don't think 15 years from now we're still using our smartphones in the way they currently are. Oh, we're cooking here, huh? What are we doing? It's freaking going down here. It's still going. It's doing stuff. All right. What do you think about Apple and Google working together? I mean, it's great for Google. It's obviously a huge win for Google and a massive loss for Apple. I mean, you have what has been the biggest company in the world for the last decade just couldn't figure it out. They just gave up. They couldn't figure it out. And so they threw in the towel and they partnered with Google. And it's pretty amazing. I mean, it just shows you can have all the resources in the entire world and it doesn't matter. Apple could not figure it out and they gave up. So as a Google investor, I'm pumped. I don't own any Apple stocks. I sold Apple 3 or 4 years ago after like the iPhone 13 came out. It was like the 5th straight year of the same iPhone. And I'm like, what am I doing here? They're not innovating anymore at all. So I sold my shares. It was a good call. Yeah, I need to go through that co-work video a second time with pauses so I can set up. Yeah, set it up, man. Set up your own version. Don't copy. I mean, you can copy what I do for sure, but like, I think it works really well if you make your own version of it. I highly recommend everyone here. Has 94 people in here. Watch the co-work video I came out with yesterday. I'm a believer in co-work. I'm a believer in it. I think it's going to be big. I really do think it's going to be big. Full stack with $20 is daydreaming star. Yeah, it is. Upgraded Claude Max is game changer and a sleep changer, says Guillaume Perron. Is that how do you pronounce that name? Guillaume? Is it Guillaume? Guillaume Perron. Okay, you should have checked your weekly daily Claude usage before you started the Ralph loop so we could see how much it eats. Yeah, it's a good call. Too late. Apple and Google both have hardware and software in our pockets and Desk Cloud. OpenAI does not. Well, OpenAI is coming out with their own hardware supposedly beginning of next year. Supposedly it's getting announced second half of this year and releasing first half of next year. I'm excited. I'm a believer in Sam. I don't know if that makes me crazy. I'm a believer in Sam. Johnny Ive, obviously, I think you're crazy if you don't believe in Johnny Ive. I think they'll come out with something cool. I wouldn't underestimate them. I would not underestimate them. But what will the underclass be doing after 18 months onwards? I don't know. It's tough to tell. I'll just say this. You don't want to be in it. You do not want to be in the permanent underclass. I don't know what they'll be doing, but you don't want to be in it. I spent 8 years as a repair technician for Apple. Claude Code was able to find and fix an obscure system level bug I was experiencing that would have taken 6 hours. It really is unbelievable. I mean, even if all AI innovation stopped right now, the whole global economy would crash. But even if it did stop right now, and this is like the best it ever got, it's still life-changing. Claude Code in this shape and form that it's in right now is life-changing. I mean, you give Claude Opus 4.5 to someone from 10 years ago, they think they're literally using magic. Like, it would be beyond AGI in their eyes. They'd be like, this is 100 years out, they'd probably say. Claude Code is the best thing ever, but I feel like the weakness of Claude Code is UI mobile apps. I haven't built too many mobile apps with Claude Code, to be honest. It's not my specialty. It's not my interest. I'm not too interested in the mobile game. I would like to get into the mobile game, but my brain doesn't think in mobile apps, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I just don't build too many mobile apps. Has anyone maxed out the $200? I have not hit the limits of 200. I have a couple $200 accounts, so that's probably a big part of this. Sell the guitar. Yeah, sell it. If your friends get mad at being shunned for your progress, then they weren't really friends. 100%. You can take lesson I learned. You don't need to reply to every text message. You don't need to reply to every text. You don't need to answer every call. You can be on do not disturb mode for 3 days straight. If that's a deal breaker for anyone in your circles, they're not really your friends. If a friend texts you and you don't answer for 3 days and then they cut you off and don't talk to you anymore, sayonara. See you, smell you later, loser. Your true friends, you could not talk to them for 2 years. They'll still be your friends after 2 years. Anyone who cuts you off because you're not responding, because you're digging in, you're locking in the Claude Code, screw them. You didn't need them anyway. I had Claude Max, went down to $100 plan, right back to 200. Not worth even. Yeah, stay at 200. You giving this advice? I'm sure you think you are kidding. I'm getting rid of my business, going 100% deep dive into this prior to the lesson. Well, some of these hyperbolic lessons are not really as hyperbolic as you think they are. Do you ever spend more than your $200? No. He was funneling me. How about live vibe coding hackathons? We get all the same PRD and time to do it next time. How about live vibe coding hackathons? That'd be sick, but how would we all demo our stuff? I guess we could set up like a section in Viber and everyone can submit their apps to Viber. That's actually a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. When we get Viber all set up, man, we'll do that. We'll do live hackathons. We'll have 2 hours. I'll come in with the PRD. I'll send it to you guys. Maybe I'll put it live. I'll have like a site on Viber. I'll put it live. And then we all grab it and we build. And then everyone submits like an hour and a half later. And then we spend the last half hour. I'll review the apps live on stream. Would that be cool? Would people want to do that? I feel like that'd be pretty good. I feel like there's a lot of ways, a lot of places we can go with Viber. I feel like there's a lot of different directions we can go with Viber that allow us to do things like that. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Which one of you guys are in? Any of you guys in? Let me know in the chat if you're in. And if you're watching the replay, let me know in the replies. I've been thinking to start making YouTube video. May I ask, how did you get past the camera shy phase? I have seen your videos from the very first video. Any tips for noob future YouTubers? Good question. I can't set the camera angled any lower. So I'm always here. Here's some tips for getting started on YouTube. 100% of, first of all, I'll say this before I get into the tips. I think everyone should be posting to YouTube. I think YouTube's the biggest opportunity on planet Earth. It's the biggest social media site by far. 2% of all human time is spent on YouTube. Write that down. 2% of all human time is spent on YouTube, right? So it's by far the biggest social media site in the world. It's way bigger than Netflix, bigger than all those combined, right? It's the best. The challenge is there's not many people creating content for it because people are scared to put their face on camera. They're scared. I was scared. I quit my job 2.5 years ago. And one of the reasons I quit my job was like, I want to go all in on YouTube. I want to like create YouTube videos and start over there. Cause I was big on X, right? I had like, at that time, like 150K on X, 200K on X. So I was like quitting to go all in on X. But then I was like, also, I want to get on YouTube because that's such a massive opportunity. It took me 1.5 years after quitting my job to post my first YouTube video. I was so scared for 1.5 years to post my first video. 1.5 years, just because I was too scared. I was too scared to go on camera. I was too scared to record. I was just too nervous. Took me 1.5 years. I put out a video. It's like a nothing video. I didn't really talk about anything. Horrible video. It's still there. You can still see it. Horrible video. Oh, we're going here. We're on iteration 4 of 10. That's pretty cool. Horrible video. I was really nervous. I was like looking around nervously. It was nerve-wracking. Second video, nerve-wracking. Third video, nerve-wracking. I mean, it took like 20 videos for me to even get remotely comfortable recording videos. But here's what it comes down to. The skills, if you can master the skills that are not actually that difficult, but people are scared to do them, you'll win. Creating YouTube videos, not difficult. Not difficult to do. You turn on a camera, you talk to it, and you post. Very easy. But most people are scared to do it. Most people are nervous to do it. Almost everyone, basically everyone, is nervous to do it. And so you just got to do it. There's no like hack. There's no cheat codes. Everyone is nervous to record. You just turn on the camera and do it. You just do it. Eventually you'll get comfortable. That's it. There's no hacks. There's no cheats. The answer is literally just do it. Are we taking bets on how far Ralph gets before the end of the stream? We're on iteration 4. We have 3 completed tasks done in our tracking sheet. Hey, Alex, have you tried the Get Shit Done framework for Claude Code? It's pretty dope. No, what is that? GSD, Get Shit Done, Claude Code, search. Is Get Shit Done via Claude Code feasible on the Pro plan? I'm looking to get... what is this? Get Shit Done. A lightweight and powerful meta prompting, context engineering, and spec-driven development system for Claude Code. If you know clearly what you want, this will build it for you. No BS. Let's see. Why I built this. I'm a solo developer. I don't write code. Claude Code does. Other spec-driven development tools exist, but they all seem to make things way more complicated than they need to be. So I built GSD. The complexity is in the system, not in your workflow. Context engineering, XML prompting, sub-agent orchestration, states management. Who this is for? People who want to describe what they want and have it built correctly without pretending they're running a 50-person engineering org. Am I crazy, or does Claude Code already do this? People who want to describe what they want and have it built correctly. Claude Code does that for me. I go to Claude Code and I say, build this, and then it builds it. I mean, this is cool, and props to the guy. How many stars? 5.7 thousand stars. Good on them. But it's just like, I don't think these one-off frameworks are going to keep up with Claude Code. And what I mean by that is, like, I think Anthropic's just going to keep releasing updates that you won't need these frameworks. So I don't really feel like learning all of them, to be honest. I use Siri a lot, but I get annoyed by how bad it is sometimes. I want to be able to create any... No, it's awful. I don't even use it. It's terrible. Gemini on my phone is wrong or misinterprets what I ask. Yeah, I'm not a believer. You tempted to get the Spark? Oh, very tempted. I'm very tempted to get the Spark. I'm a believer that, like, if you're going to be serious about AI and you're going to be serious about vibe coding, I think you should understand the technology on a deep level. I'm not saying it's mandatory, but I think that if you, like, really want to get next level, you should understand it. And so that's why I'm, like, reading books on deep learning. I'm taking courses online. And I'd like to get a DJX Spark to, you know, run some inference locally, maybe tweak some models, things like that, just to get hands-on, just to learn, educational, right? So, hey, if anyone watching this got connections to NVIDIA, if you're watching, you hook me up with a Spark, I'll make 1,000 videos on it, on how to run your local inference. Sponsor me, NVIDIA. If Apple wakes up call worked for them for 11 years, they were dismissive of GPT-3. And yeah, they could have bought OpenAI early, and they didn't. How's Ralph doing? Let's see what Ralph's up to. I'm going to be honest. Like, this is cool. It looks like it's getting a lot done. This looks like, I mean, I guess this is like next level if you wanted to do this and then go to sleep. But I like kind of enjoy looking at it and like building it. I don't know. Is that old fashioned? Am I a boomer? Can you vibe code a meme coin trading app for all these millions of meme coin traders or something in the coin market? There are no videos on YouTube, maybe even a stock market predictions app. Here's the deal. I get this a lot. Algorithmic trading and automated trading is not a code problem. And what I mean by that is you're not a Claude Code prompt away from having a successful meme coin trading platform. Like you're competing in a space, automated trading, that is currently being dominated by people with degrees from Harvard getting paid $20 million a year by hedge funds. Like that's your competition. Those are the people building trading bots for meme coins and stocks. That's your competition. And so the blocker to making money on algorithmic trading with stocks and meme coins and all that isn't a coding problem where like, oh, all you need to do is go to Claude Code and say, hey, build me a trading app and it makes you tons of money. That's not the blocker. The blocker is coming up with methods that give you an edge in the market. That's the blocker, is the logic. And the logic you have to come up with needs to be better than the logic that people with Harvard degrees and getting paid $20 million a year by hedge funds are coming up with. So if you think you can outsmart Harvard graduates with computer science degrees are getting paid $20 million a year by hedge funds, you can have at it. Go to Claude Code, say, hey, build me a trading bot, right? But I think your odds of winning are extremely low and your odds of losing money are extremely high. And so I just think you have a lot more to gain. If your goal is making money, I think you have a lot more gain in a million different ways building apps that solve problems. You know what I'm saying, big dog? Like, I just think you have a lot more to gain spiritually, mentally, by learning about people's lives, seeing what their challenges are, and then building solutions to those challenges than building meme coin trading apps. And listen, big dog, if you got an edge, if you know an algorithm will make you money, go ahead and build a meme coin trading app. Get your bag, dog. I'm not judging anyone for how they make money. Go ahead, 100% make it. I'm just saying, I think it's a very, very, very hard game to win, the trade bot game. Some of my best debugging happens while on my phone running. I dump the problem in ChatGPT with my repo files and use speech to text to talk to it out on the run. When I'm running, I can't. I can't talk. People call me on running. I'm like out of breath. I don't know. How do people talk while they're running? Alex, is Claude Code paralyzing the build? I don't want to be up all night. I don't know, man. It's been going for 31 minutes here. So my guess would be no, just going task by task by task. Let's check in on the task list, though. Let's see how that's going. All right, so we have a lot more completed tasks. It created the project. It built the Kanban board. It's building the Kanban components, built the cards. So we're getting deep in there. It's been running now for 31 minutes, 2.6 thousand tokens. And Claude's monitoring the progress. I like this. Let's check out Claude. The build is progressing well. Let me continue monitoring. This is cool. I mean, it is cool, this Ralph Wiggum stuff. It is cool. It is cool. It could go 31 minutes, hours. It's cool. Is it the way I want to interface with building stuff? Probably not. I hit my limits on the $200 plan. I'm waiting on one of them to reset weekly and the other one to reset the 5-hour limit. Damn, dude, what are you building? 5-hour limit? People liking the hackathon idea. Good. Yeah, I saw Vercel released like everyone's releasing a skills library. Everyone's doing it. Something tells me Ambitious Realism Crate's going to win the hackathon. Something tells me he's winning the hackathon. What got you comfy with recording? Just reps? Yep, that's all there is to it. Just doing it over and over and over again. Live streaming, just doing it over and over and over and over again. That's it. There's no shortcuts. There's no hacks. And it's that way for most things in life. For most things in life, there's no shortcuts. You just do the thing over and over and over and over again. For most things in life, success purely comes from how many times you can do something over and over again without getting any reward whatsoever. That's it. How successful you'll be in life purely comes from how many times you can do things without getting any reward at all. I wasn't monetized on YouTube for like 8 months. Got nothing, got barely any viewers, couple hundred viewers per video. That's it. Finally, after 8 months, I got like 1,000 here, 1,000 there. All of a sudden, I was monetized. I was making $10 a month, right? How long can you go doing things without getting any reward whatsoever? How many times did you do final checks before launching your first app? So Creator Buddy, I didn't sleep, man. So Creator Buddy, I built from August 2024 to January 2020. I mean, I'm still building it, but to launch was August 2024 to January 2025. And I mean, the final 3 weeks leading up to launch, I was getting maybe 4 hours of sleep every night for the final 3 weeks, checking things over and over and over, debugging over. And I was using Cursor with Sonnet 3.5. And if anyone here was vibe coding with Cursor with Sonnet 3.5 back in December 2024, you knew it was not a fun experience. It was not a fun. It is no Claude Code. Cursor with Sonnet 3.5 in December 2024 was no Claude Code. It was you put in a prompt and there's a 5% chance whatever you put in actually got built. That's where we were with Sonnet 3.5 and Cursor back in December 2024. It was you put in a prompt and you pray to God, it builds anything remotely relevant to what you asked. So there was a lot of bugs. There was a lot of bug fixing. There was a lot of sleepless nights. Hey, FinFam, you should get on the Discord. There's some very cool people having great conversation. Let me get the link. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. New videos coming, I don't know, sometime soon. Vibe Coding Academy. If you want to join another community, Vibe Coding Community, Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. Have a bunch of videos and weekly calls and that. Next weekly call is Friday. We meet up, we discuss things. Friday's the next weekly call in the Vibe Coding Academy. So check that out as well. Link down below. As for the Discord, we also have a Discord where people just kind of hang out, chat. You want a link? I'll give you a link. Here you go. Invite the server. Copy. Boom. Link in the chat. I did not have a great experience with the spec kit. It over-engineered the one time I tried building my app. Yeah, vanilla Claude Code, baby. People don't realize to be successful business in 2026 is hard. Dealing with employees is harder. Put effort in and do more or less. You'll come out to 100%. I don't want to hire employees. I've been one man since the beginning. I edit all my own videos. I make almost all my own thumbnails. I write all my own tweets, write all my own newsletters. 0 employees. I don't really plan on ever having employees unless I come up with $1 trillion idea and I absolutely need employees to reach $1 trillion, then I'll do it. But if I have a path, one person, even if it's a really hard path, I'm taking that really hard path. Two years ago, I had 45 employees in 4 locations, slowing down in one location, 18 employees. And yeah, I don't want any employees. It's too much. You can have Claude give you better commands so that you can see what is going on in the Ralph loop. Oh, so like you're saying, Kyle Walker, I can ask Claude to like give me more updates. Is that what you're saying? Like more detailed updates, so it's more clear what it's doing? It's giving me a pretty decent rundown in the implementation plan file of all the completed tasks. But I guess I could give it a command to like do more detailed stuff in this my terminal next time. Trading bot also needs real-time info because the big players are making their money on millisecond differences. Yeah, it's expensive for a lot of those APIs too. Need real opinion. What's harder, $10 a month getting 1,000 users or getting 400 people giving 25? I've never accomplished 1,000 people at $10 a month. I've accomplished 400 people at $50 a month. Yeah, so I've accomplished the second one. I've never accomplished the first one. I mean, it really just depends on the idea. Some ideas it's going to be easier for $10 a month than 1,000. Some ideas can be easier for 425. Some ideas it'll be easier getting 100 people at $1,000 a month. So it purely depends on the value proposition. So we're going for 38 minutes. It's pretty good. Working on an iOS app and 2 web apps. I think I ran out of limits fast for using the Ralph loop with Opus instead of using it with Sonnet. I drained my tokens. So am I doing the Ralph right now with Opus? Is that what I'm doing? Benjamin in the, hey, don't shit on Bored Apes. I still have one. Hey, bro, I'm enjoying your content now. I'm about to launch my own vibe coding channel soon. Thanks for the inspiration. I love to see it. If all you guys launched competing vibe coding channels, I wouldn't care. I'd be very happy. I'd be pumped. I'd be pumped if everyone started their own competing channels and live streams. I'd be pumped. I'd be pumped. I wouldn't block any of you on Twitter. If any of you guys start competing vibe coding channels and then follow me on X, I'll follow you right back. I won't block any of you. If you follow me and you start a competing channel, I will follow you back so fast it'll make your head spin. My man, think about how I could actually use this and make it worth the token usage for Ralph. I mean, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. This is cool. I just, for my workflow, when it comes to this stuff, like I'm building something really serious right now. My second app after Creator Buddy I'm building, and it's like a super technical, complex app. And like, I can't think of anything I would give it where I'd want it working for like 4 hours straight. Everything is like, build it. I tested 100 different ways. Okay. Based on how it works. Okay. We're going to change the plan, right? The plan changes based on how the last thing gets built. I don't have any ideas for apps where it's like, okay, here's 4 hours straight of coding you can do. I have everything mapped out. It's like, no, I have an idea. Let's start building it. And then based on my experiences as I'm testing and using it, I'm pivoting and changing as we go. I watch your videos because you actually like looking at what Claude Code is doing rather than running on its own. We are just a few years away before people use AI for everything. I love looking at my turn. Yeah, this is awesome. This is so much fun. You got to be having fun using this stuff, man. I don't want to automate it all away. I want to use it. This stuff is sick. I love looking at it and getting blown away by what it, I mean, this is blowing me away right now, what it's doing. But like, I enjoy it. You think vibe coders can be frustrating? Get in the trading community, different breed. I mean, trading's a losing game. Trading is a losing game. Yeah, 3.5 sucked. Are you Sui or something just like this, or just a Viber? Well, I was a software engineer. I have a computer science degree. I was a software developer out of college, and then I went into sales engineering. So pivoted away from pure development, but I always coded on the side. But I would say my habits of like how I build apps are more aligned with Vibers than Swee's. A vast majority of my code's written by AI. I remembered Sonnet 3.5 and it was First Mile who helped too much to be faster, but what you have to tell them exactly step by step. Yeah, like it was mind blowing, Sonnet 3.5. Mind blowing. But man, there were so many frustrations. Are you just using VS Code when you reach a limit? As just check what you don't have to sign back in Anthropic. I just use Claude Code for everything. I don't hit limits. I don't hit limits. Just don't hit limits. No, say, hey, Claude, give me a Ralph loop command so I can see what was completed by the loop each time. Oh, next time we do it, I'll do that. I don't want to stop it now. I don't want to break the streak. We're 43 minutes in. I don't want to break the streak and say that. I guess if I change the model to like Gemini 3.5, it would save me a little bit of money, but whatever. I'll be launching next month. I will promote your channel to my 3 viewers. Let's go, ambitious. That's what I'm talking about. I like to say real vibe coding channels instead of seeing I can make $10,000 website in 30 seconds. What about I can clone a $2 billion app in 14 minutes? What about that one? I just cloned a $4 billion app in 13 seconds. What if I just made my own search engine and said, oh, I just cloned a $4 trillion company in 30 minutes? I just make my own Google. Yep. $4 trillion app. There you go. Alex, I think you should watch a video from the GSD creator and try it out. The main thing is the planning stage and mapping things out in a way that Claude Code can build large apps. All right. I'm going to, once this stream ends, I'll search for get shit done and see how the guy does it. I've been having so much fun with stuff, man. I built like 20 projects. Now I'm figuring out how to refine, focus, prioritize. Now leaning heavy and getting better with content distribution. That's what I'm talking about, Benjamin. Old friend of mine, Benjamin from New York. We had burgers back in the day together. Good burgers. That place shut down. I was pissed. Those are good burgers. I'm waiting for when they make like a cursor for video games. This is what I want. Maybe I should make it a cursor for video games where I can prompt and it like builds the Unreal Engine assets or the Unity assets or, I want a AI tool built specifically for gaming. That would be sick. Even better, you can clone a $1.5 billion app now from your phone, all on his. He said it, not me. Listen, the moment you block me for no reason at all, you're not making a good enemy. I'll just say that. You're not making a good enemy. Because I don't lose. All right? I don't lose. It's a good idea to make allies, not enemies. You don't want to make enemies. Make allies. I want to be allies with everybody, but if people want to be enemies, hey. I cloned Planet Earth in 20 minutes using Gemini. I just cloned Elon Musk. I go to chatgpt.com. I go, you're Elon Musk, enter. And ChatGPT goes back, I'm Elon Musk. And then I make the video, I just cloned Elon Musk. No one is competing. No one is even close to competing with you and your channel, boss. You will be future OG for all the upcoming vibe tubers like me. That's on OP Bros Automation. You're the man. What's your X handle, OP Bros? Do I follow you on X? I want to make sure I follow you on X. If you're in here right now, if you're in the live stream and I don't follow you on X, DM me after this or DM me right now. I mean, I'm not on X right now. I will be after. I want to make sure I follow all the Fin Fam. See, the people who join these live streams, you're like the true Fin Fam. You're like deep in it. The live streams where we just sit here and we look at a terminal for 2 hours. Like, you're deep in it. If you're sitting here watching a terminal with me for 2 hours, you're deep in it. And I want to make sure I follow you. You're like true OG FinFam if you're watching. Listen, in 4 years, these live streams are going to have like 18,000 people in them concurrently. So the fact you're here when there's 101 people here concurrently, I want to make sure I got to make sure I follow the OG members. You know what I'm saying? For real, though, I'd love to get a review in Viber, Alex. When I posted it last time, I was multitasking on Zoom call, and I wanted to submit it in honor of Ralph. I didn't document correct. So it's all correctly documented now, Ambitious? What we'll do is Friday, we'll do a Viber stream, pure Viber, building it out, making it better, and we'll review apps that are submitted on Viber. Use this one simple prompt to create the whole universe in 7 days. What's your favorite video game? Favorite video game ever is SOCOM 2. For the PlayStation 2. Second favorite video game ever, probably NFL 2K5 with Terrell Owens on the cover for PlayStation 2. Third favorite game ever, probably Arc Raiders, to be quite honest with you. I think Arc Raiders is incredible. I mean, up there would be GTA Vice City, World of Warcraft, NBA 2K11. Probably put all those together. Best video games of all time. There used to be a football game called NFL Head Coach. It's a simulation stat-based game meets sim. A new version would be sick. Oh, I remember NFL Head Coach. Like, EA put that out one year, right? I worked at GameStop in high school, believe it or not. I remember seeing that on the wall when I was working at GameStop. Hey, I have a bit of past coding experience, and I'm just now getting into vibe coding. Do you think it's worth it for me to brush up on past coding knowledge, or should I just jump in? Just jump in. Why not? The best way to learn is not by reading, not by studying. The best way to learn is just by doing. Blocking you is as big. I'm just going to say this. If I want to be your friend, you should be my friend. No need to make enemies here. There's no need. I want to be friendly with everyone. But if you want to be enemies, okay. Is anyone in here still on the 500 request plan on Cursor? Let me know. I have a hack. I don't really use Cursor. 2 hours, 3 times a week is at my break at work. Hate missing it. Let's go, man. Can I try making a proper Canva clone? I mean, I could. I'm not really interested in it. Hey, I'm here when you have one viewer, not Twitch community. I don't know what's going to go on the Twitch community. We're going to keep it going. I don't know what's going on Twitch. Arc Raiders #1, just like the Patriots. Arc Raiders is so good, dude. Arc Raiders is so good. I had to stop myself from playing it. I have too much. We only have 18 months to escape the permanent underclass. Right now, I'm still in permanent underclass status. So I can't be playing video games 12 hours a day. So I had to stop myself from playing Arc Raiders. It's so good. Did you play through Red Dead Redemption 2? You want the hottest take of all time? Simon, you want the hottest take of all time? This one's gonna melt your monitor. It's gonna be so hot of a take. Did not like Red Dead Redemption 2. I simply could not get past the shooting mechanics. I thought the shooting mechanics were brain dead. Auto aim and use auto aim, fire, 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 auto aim, fire, 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 auto aim, fire, 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 auto aim, fire, fire, fire. Like, was the story and the graphics incredible and the realism? Absolutely. But if at the end of the day, I just do not enjoy the gameplay loop, I can't enjoy the game. I hated the shooting. I did not like the horseback riding at all. I found the horseback riding horrendously boring. Horrendously boring. Having to go from one town to the next for like 15 minutes straight riding the horse, horrendously boring in my opinion. So when I find the core gameplay loop just boring, could not get into the game. Graphics, realism, story, characters, incredible. The best ever. The best ever. But for me, a game is only good. Build loop completed 10 iterations successfully. So, okay, so 10 iterations completed. It completed 15 tasks, and there's still 21 tasks to be done. Could not get past the gameplay. Could not get past it. So Red Dead Redemption wasn't for me. Fallout 3, Mass Effect 2. Fallout 3, excellent game. Fallout 3, excellent game. Could not really get into Mass Effect. Could not get into the Mass Effect games. Wasn't for me. Vibe coding is going to be a new IRL for streamers. Mark my word. An IRL? Vibe coding? What do you do in IRL? I mean, Ray's doing it. Ray's doing a good job with it. But what is IRL? Am I doing it? Am I doing IRL vibe coding right now? What's up, Finn Fizzam? What's up, Base G Nels? How you doing, man? What is it that you have Ralph building? I'm always looking for new good tools. I suspect you don't miss much and provide lots of advice, Mr. Hoff. It's building an AI project management tool where you can put in tasks for the project manager and you hit a button and it starts building it out for you. It looks like we're about a third the way through here. It worked for like 50 minutes. And it's like a third the way through. Number one reason to get auto Claude. 1 hour a night I play Arc while my Claude Code agents running. I like hand holding my agents. I don't know. Is that crazy? Red Dead had a great storyline, but what killed me was making the horse. Yeah, I hated making the horse gallop. I did not like making the horse gallop. I did not find it enjoyable at all. I did not find the horse galloping enjoyable at all. Shooting sucks. Yeah, I love the story and world design. I didn't like another hot take for you. Did not like Elden Ring. I don't know. It just frustrated me too much. Maybe that makes me a pussy. I don't know. I just found it too frustrating. I don't play video games to get frustrated. I like challenging games for sure. But when I feel like I'm just getting like frustrated, I don't enjoy it. Again, graphics, design, all that spectacular. I can tell it took so long for it to be built. Spectacular. The gameplay loop just didn't find. The gameplay loop of Arc Raiders is just amazing. The gameplay loop of Arc Raiders, the shooting, the running around, the sneaking, the stealth, the looting is just so spectacular. Breaking. Apple is overhauling Siri this fall in iOS 27 and Mac OS 20 and turning it into its first full-fledged chatbot, looking to fend off ChatGPT and seriously competing in the generative AI. Good. Finally, like 3 years too late. The Siri chatbot is known internally as Campos. It'll likely be powered by Gemini running on Google's own TPUs and cloud infrastructure, meaning it's a far more powerful model than the one coming to Siri this spring and running on Apple servers. Stop, Siri, stop. Siri, stop. Thank God I own Google stock, huh? Well, I made 2 minutes to spare. My man, where you been? Where you been? How's Ralph? Ralph went 50 minutes straight, completed 15 tasks with 21 more to go. Maybe we continue Friday. Maybe we go straight into Viber Friday. I think Friday's a Viber day. I do also stream on Twitch. We're cross streaming to Twitch right now. This is cross streaming to Twitch. I have like 20 followers on Twitch. I consistently have like one viewer on Twitch. I don't really advertise the Twitch. I just want that to grow organically. Can you and Ray collab to do a tutorial on Gastown? We can do that. We can do that. There are things that don't need hand-holding like code reviews, lint checks. You don't give up on the live Claude Code session completely. You just have more getting done in parallel with auto Claude. I got to HomePod, the regular HomePods, the big ones. I use a speaker system for my Apple TV. I'm not a fan, to be honest. I'm not a fan. I'm probably not going to buy any more HomePods again. I don't think they're very impressive, to be quite honest. When will you show us the Ralph results when it finishes? Well, we got 21 more tasks to do here. It's 1 o'clock. I've been going for 2 hours. My throat, I only really go to for 2 hours because my throat gets shot. I lose my voice very easily. When I have really bad ADHD, and when I was a kid, during recess, I'd run out in recess and just scream at the top of my lungs for 60 minutes straight. Like I'd literally go outside, look up at the skies, open my mouth, and go for like 60 minutes straight. And now my throat's like really screwed up where I lose my voice if I talk for more than like 2 hours straight. That's why I only stream for like 2 hours at a time, because my throat's going to hurt now for the rest of the day. I sacrifice everything for you guys. Apple gave us the OG HomePod for free when I worked there. Doesn't surprise me. No one's buying it. I mean, I bought 2 of them. I got 2 of them next to that TV. At this point, I should have the MVP done. Presumably, you could run it on the dev server. You think the MVP is done? Let's see. Let's run it. Let's see what we got here. The build loops completely. Would you like to run more build iterations to implement? Let's test the app. Let's test the app. They Nikita just announced starter packs, the best posters for every niche. I hope I'm in the vibe coding. I hope there's a vibe coding starter pack. That'd be sick, huh? You think they made a vibe coding starter pack? Oh, let's see what we got here. Let's run this. Dev server running. All right. All right. Let's see what we got. It's running. AI Kanban. All right. Create project. Let's make a project for this project. Kanban board. AI. Local users dev projects. Let's do how do I get the how do I copy a path? Just do / branch main create project. Boom. This isn't looking too bad. This looks pretty nice. Backlog. Title. Create tasks. Acceptance criteria. Task can be created. Okay, so it's still got, that's sick. AI prompts, add prompt, add cards to the board. Save changes. That's sick. I think this is pretty good so far. And this is not even halfway done. There's still 21 more tasks Ralph needs to do. I'm not going to lie. You could have done this without the Ralph loop equally as good, if not. If I did this without Ralph and did it step by step with just vanilla Claude Code, I would have got it done in 10% of the time. Probably better. Yes, correct. But I think the idea is, like, I could have set this off while I was sleeping, you know? Still not my ideal way. I don't think Ralph replaces your standard workflow for sure. I don't think it replaces your standard workflow. But in like special instances, But who will pay money for this kind of app you're building? Your mom. Your mom will pay for it. I mean, this is 5% of an MVP, right? We don't have anything built out yet. We have much more we can add to this. When we add it on, I think people will pay for it. I think people will pay for it. Bronco Lane. I mean, this stream was about learning Ralph and seeing how it works, right? Learning Ralph, seeing how it works. Where does it fit into our workflow? I'll probably make a follow-up YouTube video on how to set up Ralph and all that. We got more to do here, though. Make sure you're subscribed. Very key. Turn on notifications. Turn on notifications. The most free way to support this channel is whenever I post a new video, you hit the notification, you leave a like on the video, you watch it to the end. That's the most free way to support this channel. So do that. Number 2, the most paid way to support this channel, Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. Weekly calls with me, bonus videos on Claude Code, bonus videos on growing an X presence, bonus videos on advanced workflows. Link for Vibe Coding Academy down below. Next community call is Friday. What else? What else to plug? What else do people plug typically? I don't know. If you watched, I really appreciate it. This is the most fun content I make. I really don't get anything out of it. This doesn't grow my channel. This doesn't get me any more views. So I just appreciate the fact that you guys join in and watch. It makes it a lot of fun. I destroy my throat every time I do this. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you for chatting. All the people get in the chat, thank you for getting in the chat. This is nothing without the chat. If this is me just sitting here vibe coding for 2 hours, no one would watch. But because of the chat, it makes it fun. So thank you for chatting if you're in the chat. If you're in here and you didn't chat, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, chat with me. Go in the chat and say something. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Write it down. What's that make it? 2 p.m. Eastern. Next one will be Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Kanban board for mom sounds bullish. I think it sounds bullish too. This is really educational. Thank you. I hope you learned something, Hassan. Shout out to everyone who watched. Gus So, Nostalgic Games, DB Tech as always, Sasan Kamali, Ambitious Realism Creates as always, Bronco Lane, but who will pay money for? All right, answer that question. Modelier as always, Swizz HD Caps in the Twitch community as always. Kyle Walker, Mohammed, Aravind, Base G Nels, Patsy Pier, Benjamin, Ninja Dragon Wizard. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Simon, Mr. Hoff, thank you. Coming in, chatting, all that. Studies Ease 7688, Opus Automation, OP Bros Automation. It's been good. I will see you guys Friday. Swan for coming in with his daily dose of pessimism. Always got to have the pessimist come in. Love it. Thank you for joining. You make it a lot of fun. The chatters make it a lot of fun. Go Patriots. We're now 4 days away. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days away from the big game. We're going to win the AFC Championship. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. Maybe I want to wear my jersey, my Tom Brady jersey on stream. But like part of me thinks if I wear my Tom Brady jersey on stream, when like new people join who don't know who I am and I like randomly show up on their feed, and they turn it on and they see me in like a football jersey, they like won't know what's going on. They're like, oh, this is a sports stream, or oh, this is like a bro stream. And they'll like leave. So that's why I don't wear the jersey on stream. But maybe I'll do it Friday. Who knows? Hey, Alex, your course taught me to make apps that just won my case. Congrats on winning the case. Merrily K7V. That's amazing. Don't forget to hype the video. Is that a thing I should be saying? Is that a thing I should be saying on my YouTube videos? Hype it. Hit the hype button. Hype. Is that something people say on YouTube? Is that a new thing now? Hey, everyone, hype the video, hype the video. Feels cringe saying that. Let's go West Ham United. Hey, man, enjoy soccer, dude. Enjoy them kicking the ball around. Sure, it's a blast. They hate us because they ain't us. It's true. Hype it. Hype the video. Hype it. Is that a thing people say? All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you all. If I don't follow you on Twitter, DM me on Twitter so I can follow you. I like to follow the Fin Fam. See you guys around. See you Friday. Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Bye.